Yeah.
How you feeling? Alright, you want to show you something on your mic real quick? So you're going to speak to your mic just like this. I'm going to move your phone though over here because it's blocking our camera.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even see that right there.
Uh-oh, I'm not paying for your phone though.
Somebody got some insurance or something up there. It's all good. Oh, man, I got you.
I'm not finding you. Let me try my folder.
Never mind.
It's
the first three.
The VSA and then the other two drops. See it?
You said it like this, right?
Perfect. All right, y'all.
Good afternoon, Tap Dance. Up now, radio.
Just looking down.
GoPro, take a photo. What you got the link? You got the link to my project?
I do not. Okay.
How you want me to play it?
This is stuff now.
Yeah, you got Apple Music over there, Mike?
It's on all
It's on all platforms. I got it on YouTube. I'm listening to it on YouTube. Premium YouTube.
You've got two options. You can laugh or die with Divine Greatness Patterson on Hot 702.5 FM Internet Radio, Chops Corner Show.
Are you playing your own music today? But I haven't started to. This isn't your stuff yet. This is just something else. This is a. Okay, so and that should not be in there. Or that one's in there. It is these two. Or can you tell me this one here? This one, the dizzy right. Yeah. Right. Let's break it up. Wait. Okay. And I start like radio, that's in there, dizzy radio. Why does it not keep adding?
Oh, we're gonna have a good show. Pony Pong, what it do?
What's wrong? Thank you.
Should have brought my hoodie up in here.
Huh?
Shit, I should have brought my hoodie up in here.
Yeah.
Little nip.
Cut that off, please. So then,
Little nip.
Right.
Alright, that's how I sweat. Hope ain't nobody got no painted hairlines on
okay,
there.
don't do that.
She's so funny.
Start with the digit-right one, correct, first?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and you start your Facebook Live first, get it all going, and we're ready to go. All right. Facebook Live is going. Let me make sure that starts, so that way I'll start the music in the end.
Yo, it's your boy Sir Charles Tatum. You are tapped into Up Now Radio. We're broadcasting live from Hot 702.5 FM, Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world, man. It's a great Saturday, man. It's a great Saturday for Vegas music at that, man. It's a lot going on in the city, man. Shouts out to Prince Hakeem, DJ Mizzy Mad. They got the tacos and brews on Tuesdays, man. Everything is back opening up, man. I got a special guest in the building, man. This guy really gets it out of the mud. Man, he got a great story. I mean, it's so much to even say about this guy. If you don't know his name, if you don't even know who he is, you don't know nothing about the Vegas music scene. I'm gonna say that. King Vay, man, the one and only King Vay, man. What's up, Vay?
What's up with my guy?
Man, you got it, man. You getting it around here, man. Shouts out and congratulations on all your success, man. I'm not a hater. I had to get you up here to Up Now Radio because you definitely up now. Not next, not later, but right motherfucking now, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Nah,
Appreciate
facts,
that.
man. A lot of people say they up next, and nah, man. You up now, straight up. I'm gonna say that to you. Not only that, man, you got this new album out, man. There's some heat on there too, man.
Yeah.
Man, let's take it back to how did you even meet with T.I., the drumming process. You started playing in the church, right?
Yeah, I started playing drums in the church. My mom and my dad had a gospel group. My dad played guitar, my mom sang.
Okay.
So I started playing drums with them, which led to me playing, you know, like around the churches, the church scene and stuff like that.
Right.
By the time I was like 14, I was like one of the best drummers in the city. So
Facts.
I started doing other things, you know, outside of church and stuff like that.
Right.
The thing with T.I. happened, that's actually, like, it's a whole bunch of shit that happened before the T.I. shit.
Yeah.
But T.I. shit happened around 2011. And I actually got a call to play for Faith Evans, and while I was out with Faith Evans, it turned into me playing with Faith and Tip.
Got you.
Yeah. I just got a call from the music director.
Yeah.
From just grinding, working around, being around, meeting people, networking.
Right.
Making sacrifices, shit like that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, so like that sounds like a true live story because when you hear the other stories on artists and it's a sex stories, it's always some of them start off in the church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You
Real
playing
talk.
for your mom and your daddy.
Yeah,
You know
real
what I'm
talk.
saying? Son,
Real
pick up
talk.
the pace. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
So, you know, that whole situation there is just, it's kind of chilling in a sense because hold on, did they give you the sticks or what? Like,
Nah, you know what happened? My cousin Travis used to play. He played drums for the group. It was like my first cousin. He played drums for the group, and he actually went to prison when I was 5.
okay.
But leading up to me being 5, I always took a liking to the drums. He would sit me on his lap. I would play, he would play drums with me sitting on his lap and shit like that. So when he went to prison, I guess I was next in line type shit. So
Right.
they stuck me in the game.
Right. Rest in peace, Brian. Also, you was good friends with Brian?
Yeah, absolutely, big boy. That
Man,
was my boy.
dog,
That was my dog.
he
I
had
met him playing growing up in church too.
Yeah, he had
Childhood
hands
friend.
with them sticks, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, just the way they looked like little straws in his hand because he
Right.
floated them so easy, man.
Yeah, that was my dog, man. Rest in peace, Brian. That was my dog.
Man, so you producing. Not only that, man. I mean, you living in LA, man. You got a lot going on, man. Like for real. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. And one day I want that pandemonium to hit that you wake up and people just start rushing you. You know what I'm saying? King Ray. And that's the part where we lack on the support in Vegas, how we late on support. Speak on that, man.
Speak on the support in Vegas?
Yeah.
I just think people pick and choose who they want to support.
Facts.
I think it's a lot of clicks in Vegas and people pick and choose what they want to support. I'm not actually one of the most liked individuals in Vegas.
Yeah.
So, I think a lot of people respect me, but I think, they keep their distance because for one, they think something that it's not.
Right.
And,
It's always like
and
that.
a lot of
baby.
times, a lot of people just think I'm not approachable.
Right.
And I'm very approachable. I'm
Right.
still around. I'm still doing all the same shit. I'm in the
Right.
city right now.
Right.
feel me?
Facts. I caught you right before you went back to LA, man.
Absolutely.
So you've been living in LA for like 5 years. How's the music scene different from Vegas and LA?
As far as the support,
Yeah, the
it's
support.
it's really the same shit. Like in LA, it's just a bigger mass of people.
Fact.
But it's the same shit. People, it's clicks. The people choose who they want to support.
Right,
These
right,
niggas
right.
support they niggas, but what it is the work ethic and and niggas ain't scared to make sacrifices out there.
Right,
I know
right.
niggas that come to me and buy beats for thousands and thousands of dollars, just like the labels
Right,
that come to me that I produce with. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that and they just take it more serious, I think.
Facts.
A lot of people out here, it's a hobby. Like the rapper niggas out here, they rap on their free time.
Facts.
And then they do other shit.
Versus a passion.
Exactly. You
Yeah,
feel me?
that's crazy you say that. We've been talking about that on the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks on the show. How do you choose and pick which artists you want to work with?
Same shit. Niggas that serious. You feel me? Like I've been working with niggas in the city. It was a time where not that I was against working with niggas in the city. I was just so focused on getting out the city.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Getting myself out the city. So
Right.
I really wasn't involved in a lot of the earlier shit going on. Even though I was doing music,
Right.
I just wasn't doing music with none of the artists and shit like that. But shit, man, I just made a sacrifice and got the fuck up out of here.
Right, I can dig
You feel
it.
me?
Say straight up. Man, we got Tony B. Williams just tapped in. What's up, Tony B, man? I see you repping that Lucky Two-Time brand. How do you feel about that Lucky Two-Time situation, man?
Oh, look, shit, man, that was, like, he called me Pops. That was like,
Yeah.
he was a big part of my life. Like, I was a
Yeah.
big part of his music career and shit like that. That was a real big blow to me. Even though we was going through some shit when he passed, but I still appreciated what he was doing for the city and
Right.
respected that shit,
Yeah, I knew that y'all had a close relationship, but like a lot of people don't know how close y'all was.
Oh yeah, when he was in actually, I'm not gonna get too much into it because it's kind of some personal shit. But
No, I feel you.
I've known him since he was a kid.
Yeah.
A kid, and what happened was my stepdaughter, she was having her sweet 16,
Okay.
and she hit me up. She was like, she wanted some rappers in the city.
Yeah.
She wanted these two kids, and the two kids was Larry Dub, which is my nephew now,
Okay.
my nephew, and Lucky,
Yeah.
which he was going by CJ at the time, and I made a post on Facebook, and bro, listen, like this was probably the most popular post that I made. Like I made a post. I was just like, who is CJ and Larry Dub? Everybody hit me up. So when I finally looked at him,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm like this nigga, this CJ.
Yeah,
Like this
yeah.
my little, my
Right,
little people.
right,
you
right,
feel me?
right.
So he was, I think he was 17 at the time, 16 at the time.
Yeah.
One of the two, 16, 17 at the time. And I took him under my wing. I started working with young kids, but I took Larry Dub and CJ under my wing personally, and I kept on him. I stayed on him. I made him work hard. I showed him a lot of shit, And when the shit happened, man, that shit just really fucked me up. You know?
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice. Yeah, that shit crazy. We just wanted to get that out the air because it's like a lot of times, a lot of people don't get a chance to air shit out or put it out there. Or,
Right, real
you
talk.
know what I'm saying? Because I know that y'all had a close relationship, and you know what I'm
That's my
saying?
little nigga.
Yeah, facts. So, you know, we keep it Lucky 2 times alive. Like I say, his name is Charles, my name is Charles. And the first call I got for Striving Artist was from his mom, and she told me to come down, asked me to come down to the West Side Library.
Right.
He took me backstage with him. I recorded them, took pictures, put them on the page.
Right.
So that was like my first gig, and that was when I was just doing the shit for free because I
Right.
was just trying to get on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, shouts out to Lucky 2 times, Chrissy 2 times, man. We gonna keep this thing moving.
Absolutely.
We finna get into some of this music, man. We got some time on our hands, man. Y'all call in, man. Show some love to King Vay, 702-551-5261. Let's get these phones ringing, man. Show some love, man. It's Saturday, man. It's Vegas, and we are up now, not next, not later. What song you want to play, man? What song you want to get into off your album, bro?
Shit, man. I see my bro tapped in my live. Shit, let's play "Count Me Out."
Count Me Out.
That was actually
That's
the
my
single.
shit, yeah.
That was the single off the album.
Just played
featuring
that.
Taylor Weeds.
Yeah, we just played that Wednesday.
Yeah, Taylor Weeds got some shit, man. That's my favorite artist in the city. That's my bro. We working on a bunch of shit right now. That nigga was all over my album, so yeah, we can play "Count Me Out."
Here we go, man. King Vay featuring Taylor Weeds, "Count Me Out."
My mic off?
Gang talk. Niggas don't count me out.
Niggas don't count me out, I know.
Niggas don't count me out. I know. Niggas don't count me out. I know. Put you my I put it on picture. I heard it on fire, but niggas ain't kissing. Niggas don't count me out. I know. Niggas don't count me out. I know. Supermodel, bitch, you pretty. And now that's pretty like you yes. Blue legs on this side, and your face on a bitch. Like talk, ain't talking weed, I miss that 4 with the 20. Went from the underdog to the top dog. Fuck all the fake smiles, niggas knock off. I'm keeping the skies. I know they intention, I see what they sinking, it's something they hide. Niggas don't count me out.
Niggas don't count me out, I know.
This shit hot, babe.
Appreciate it, my nigga.
Niggas don't count me out, I know.
That boy Weeds been on fire, man.
Shouts out to Weeds, man.
Ready on fire, but niggas ain't kissing. Niggas don't count me out, I know. Niggas don't count me out, I know. I gotta live with distractions. I can't just do the vision. I gotta put in practice. I do this shit for the seed. No, I ain't talking no practice. Dealing with people like you. I had a muscle madness. Fuck all the subs. If it's smoke, bitch, just act me. Used to the talk behind back like I'm taxi. It's no one to trust. I'm straight for the circle. The niggas they know I ain't making no flow. Niggas don't count me out.
Niggas don't count me out, I know.
Niggas don't count me out, I know. Niggas don't count me out, I know. Put you my flip flop, put it on picture. I heard it on fire, but niggas ain't kissing. Niggas don't count me out, I know. Niggas don't count me out, I know.
Man, King Vay featuring Taylor Weeds with "Count Me Out," man. They say that Vegas don't have a sound, man.
You feel me?
Man, y'all run that up, man. That's an anthem for Vegas, man, because they count everybody out. They count us out, man.
You feel me?
And at the end of the day, we're going to get underestimated, and you're going to underestimate some people, but you can't count them out, man. That's dope, man. That's really dope, man. That's "Count Me Out" again by King Vay featuring Taylor Weeds, man. Y'all gonna run that up. Support, man. Don't be a hater, man. At the end of the day, man, if it was you, you would want somebody to support you. That's the part I really don't get. The support goes hand in hand, man. And if it was you feel me, on that other hand, you would want somebody to support you.
Absolutely.
And that be the part that where it just kills me, that you see somebody else doing something and you choose to sabotage by not supporting.
Absolutely.
That's killer to me, man. So that was Count Me Out by King Vay and Taylor Weeze, man, off his new album. What is that? Legends Never Die?
No, it's Never Die Young, Die Legendary.
Never Die Young, Die Legendary. That's dope. That is dope, man. With so much going on.
Absolutely. So many young niggas dying.
My
and
nigga.
shit, you know what I'm saying?
Perfect example. Kobe, rest in peace. Pop Smoke, rest in peace.
Exactly.
Lucky 2 Times, rest in peace, man. All these young guys that's, man, out here actually getting their name out there. Those are the ones I got respect to. The ones that's sitting on the couch and sitting on your talents and gift, shame on you.
Those the ones that sitting at home making lists. Who the top, you know?
Yeah. No,
Who the
facts.
top Vegas artists and shit like that.
Right.
That'd be the niggas sitting on the couch and shit like that. You feel me?
Facts. Ain't utilizing their time.
Yeah.
I got enough time to do that shit. Man, let's get this thing keep going, man. This is Pimpin' and Mike featuring Lazar. Go get that new King Vay.
You feel me?
Yeah. I don't need no friends, I got brothers. I don't need no girlfriend, I got way too many lovers. Free my nigga facts, I say it 2 times like I said it. They try to kick me down, but I got high and rose above it. The hood one love it. Trap niggas love it, and I never talk white. I just give them light to guide them through the dark nights. Me and Very Jean like Pimpin' and Mike. Instead it's Tito Barrel when I put on the flights. Our bitches look alike and never look at the price. You probably got the vision, just ain't looking it right. My bitch bringing something to the table. I'm very well connected like a Lego. And then what's a hot potato? Adios.
Man, Vegas, man, we up now, man. Vegas music is on the rise.
Money longer, come back stronger, my heart bulletproof. Till I land back in. Eastside way too lit, we at capacity. Westside bitches got a lot of ass to me. I'm dressed up like I thought it was fashion week. Beat it up and kill it as a casualty. Black motorcade like the POTUS. Lost my watch a month ago and I ain't even noticed. My lawyer think I'm irresponsible, I say I'm focused. Too much to worry about the little things, we want the whole shit. I paint that Van Gogh shit. Take the work on a road trip to Ambrose shit. Back to Blue Diamond, I'm through rhyming my old shit. Back in 06, the flow had halitosis. Now we riding ghosts, mixing Henny and emotion. Eyes barely open. I probably feel to realize my ops and my opponent. They probably talk about me late nights like Annie Cohen. She said she think I live a life like I know when I'm going. The only way to live a life is living for the moment. Till I live back in the 702. I've been doing things, whatever, to get over you. Money longer, come back stronger, my heart bulletproof. Till I land back in. Eastside way too lit, we at capacity. Westside bitches got a lot of ass to me. I'm dressed up like I thought it was fashion. Beat it up and kill it as a casualty.
Hey. Man, we got King Vay in the building, man, with this heat. Y'all run that up, man. Don't be a hater. Support. Can't say it enough.
Till I land back in the 702. Till I land back in the 702.
You got Vegas all over this motherfucker. Pimpin' and Mike, man.
You did.
Man, answer me this, dog. So you make all the beats too on this album?
Yep. Produce everything.
Man, you don't get no brain farts from that? Like an aneurysm or nothing?
No, man. Shit, I produced my album. Man, I was in the midst of working on my album. I'm working on like 5 other albums.
Man, how long did it take you to put your album together? In the midst of doing all your other work?
It's weird, right? Because I've been saying I was gonna do a project for like the last year, but I really wasn't working on the project.
right.
I really wasn't working on the project, but I've been like saying I was.
Right.
Really, honestly, bro, like, you know, like 2 of the songs is like kind of older, like a year old, but then everything else, man, probably like 6 months. And that's with me working on everything else. During the quarantine, I had some big shit come out too.
Facts.
I managed to have some big shit come out, do my shit,
Right.
work with my artists, fuck with niggas in the city, you know,
Right.
other shit.
So, like, what's your process when it comes to making your beats? Do you like
Weed.
he said weed, straight creativity, huh? Ism, huh?
Weed, man. I go in this. I don't like, man. I go to my studio every day. I don't have a thought like, oh, I'm finna go do this.
Yeah.
I don't do none of that shit, man. I go up there. I smoke weed. I listen to music. I watch interviews. I watch shit that inspire me, and I work.
Just like that.
That's it.
Man, how much time do you think an artist need to put into their craft on a daily basis?
Every day, all day.
Every day, all day.
Every day, all day. Listen, Tip is like my big bro. Everybody know that. But we just closed out his album. He dropped his album yesterday. His album was closed out, and like this nigga like was in the studio the next day working on something else. Like that's how niggas do it. Every nigga that I know that's in the industry, that's how they do it. They work like they not on.
Right.
So even the niggas that's getting a little success, even the niggas that's moving, niggas gotta work like niggas not on. You feel me? You gotta keep working like niggas not on, because the moment that you slip up, it's a million niggas trying to
get that slot.
You feel me? It's a million niggas that's trying to get that slot. It's 500,000 of them niggas that's actually capable of getting that spot.
Right.
And out of 500,000, it's like 250K of the motherfuckers that's actually working to get that motherfucker.
Right.
And then out of that, it's half of them that really got connections to get in that position. You feel me? So you can't never ever slip up. You feel me?
Right.
And that's what niggas. I'm gonna just speak on the city, because niggas in the city, they get real comfortable.
Mhm.
They'll get a little success, and then they'll feel like they don't have to work no more.
Right.
I know niggas that drop albums every year or every 2 years, and it's like, nigga, who the fuck, nigga, you not Hove. Ain't nobody even checking for your shit. You feel me?
Right.
So what it does is it lessens the catalog. So when these labels or whoever, investors, whoever is trying to invest some money, when they go look at you, they like, in 10 years, this nigga got 4 projects. You feel me? Like, it doesn't show your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're nobody at a certain point. So I just feel like the artists need to fucking go.
What do you feel about an artist just working on making a hit single versus an album? Do you think just trying to get a hit is better than trying to work on an album?
That's very smart. I mean, it goes back to who's checking for you. Like, you niggas dropping albums and don't even got no fans. Like, who you dropping the album to? You feel me? Build a fan base. Drop the singles. You feel me? Drop your singles and build that fan base, and then build some anticipation for your album.
Right.
Don't have an album out that don't nobody fucking even know about.
You know, and it's crazy too, because I heard you say something earlier, and like you say, people choose who they want to support. At the end of the day, you can't hate on anybody that made it. I had to learn that for myself. When it came to LeBron, Kobe, Kevin Garnett, however they got there, they there. You can't hate on them.
Exactly.
They there. You're not.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, it's like, to all the haters that, you know, people that don't want to support you, bro, and people that feel this type of way, man, the man worked for it. And like you said, at the end of the day, you got to work, and you got to keep on working, because some people don't think you don't deserve it. So you got to fight for it too at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Because some people don't think you deserve it. But at the end of the day, congratulations again on you making it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a hater. I'm happy for you, because for me being this close to you and knowing, you know what I'm saying, I'm there also. I'm close. You feel me?
That's real shit. So
we getting there in Las Vegas. And at the end of the day, if you're hot, he's gonna fuck with you. If you're not, he's not gonna fuck with you. It's just that simple.
It's not even if you hot or if you're not. It's more so how serious you are. You feel me? Like, how serious you taking your craft, my nigga. Like, I'm not finna just be, you know, wasting my time. And then
Good correction.
I've been in situations where, like, and I'm not gonna put no numbers out there or boast on how much money I make or no shit like that, but I get real publishing checks. You feel me? And like, I be trying to sell beats to niggas, and it be niggas that'll come to me with like a couple $100 and shit like that. But then they'll treat me like they just paid me $25,000. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, like, listen, you gotta understand, like, bro, I don't need to do this shit. I fuck with y'all because I'm from Vegas. I understand the grind. I understand I was in a position where I needed somebody to reach out, and niggas didn't reach out for me. You
Facts.
feel me? Anything that I got, did nothing come from Vegas, nothing at all. You feel me? Like everything, all the success that I got, I brought that shit back with me.
Right.
You feel me? Tip didn't call me from knowing me from Vegas.
Right.
Fave, Snoop, none of these niggas that I fuck with called me because they knew me from Vegas. Like I actually really took like when I got called for Faith Evans, nigga, I tell people this all the time because people be scared to make sacrifices. When I got called for Faith Evans, I got called for a week worth of rehearsals, a week, 7 days worth of rehearsals. Nigga, I had $5 in my pocket.
Straight up.
I had $5 in my pocket. That's not even $1 menu a day.
On God.
Any of my homeboys, they would have been like, my nigga, I gotta make a couple dollars.
Say true story.
Nigga, listen, my girl at the time, nigga, I talked to her into giving me a Greyhound ticket to LA.
Yeah.
I got to LA with that $5, nigga, and I made that shit happen.
Straight
You
up.
feel me? So niggas gotta make sacrifices. Niggas gotta do shit that's gonna make them uncomfortable. You
Right.
feel me? Like you can't expect to be this great artist or this great producer, musician, or none of that shit, and you scared to make sacrifices. Ain't shit gonna come to you. You feel me?
Good game. Good game on this Saturday, man. We in here with King Vay, man. The one and only King Vay at that, man. Great thing about Las Vegas is one of everybody, man. And at the end of the day, man, y'all need to support the movement. If you ain't supporting me, if you ain't supporting him, support your cousin. Support somebody that you know that's doing what they're doing at the end of the day, because it takes a lot to even do this, man. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of boldness, because at the end of the day, you got to worry about what people gonna say about you, if they gonna like your music. There's so much more to it than it'll give you a nervous breakdown if you worry about what people gonna say.
Especially people in the city, man. Like, it may sound harsh, but like I don't give a fuck if nobody in the city support me. You feel me? I've been nominated for 5 different Grammys, 5 years in a row. You feel me? Like, I'm not tripping off the Vegas list. I'm not tripping off who's selling the most beats in Vegas.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got a record with Tip and Rick Ross that dropped yesterday on Tip album. You feel me? The week before that, I had an Eric Bellinger record that dropped. The week before
Talk
that,
about it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for real though, because they don't know.
That's the shit that a nigga that I'm on. You feel me? Like, and I try to, as long as I'm inspiring the city, because like I know that I inspire the city. Ain't nobody
Facts.
a lot of niggas ain't gonna tell me that.
Right.
But I know that I inspire the city.
Facts.
You feel me? So like, as long as I'm doing that, I'm cool with that. Niggas
Bro.
ain't gotta hit me up and tell me, oh,
Bro,
like,
I
nigga, that's
remember
cool.
when you wasn't on, bro.
Yeah.
I remember you. And to me, you still the same person.
Absolutely.
And you was always by yourself. I never seen you with a bunch of niggas.
Never.
I never seen you with a bunch of dudes. Never. Even when you was riding your bike and you had the blunt in your ear or whatever, and the drumsticks.
Yeah.
Nah, real shit though, because
Yeah.
like you say though, bro, it goes from that anything is possible if you just try and apply yourself.
Absolutely.
This
I'm
is a
from
true
the same-
story,
I'm
dog.
from the same place. Everybody. I'm from Gerson.
Straight
West
up.
Side, 89-106, nigga.
Right.
Trey 69 Gerson.
Right.
I was really raised in the bricks, nigga. All
Say
of that
straight
shit.
up.
My uncles, OGs, like nigga, like I come out here and fuck with my real homeboys, my nigga
Right.
from my neighborhood. They
Right.
like them the only niggas that come to my studio.
Facts.
Still, right now today.
See, we got Vegas in the building, y'all.
You feel me?
Real Vegas representatives, man. We gonna keep this thing going, man, with King Vay all around the world, man. Good shit.
I'ma proceed to get dope. My back gon' show up in lows. Champagne for the coolest and toast. I know this all around the world. Now they think I'm the boat. They talk about me in pose. When I show up, it's a show. I know this all around the world. All around the world, they know. All around the world, they show. Running up a million, keep going. You wanna show up, I'm throwing. Make room when I come through, cause I'm important. I'm running for me, I don't even drink. Sip champagne when I'm bored. The haters made me hit these scores. I don't need more. When I see you pull up in the Lambo, where I'm going. Bitch, I'm going. Backs on me, not a runner. Flow like a butterfly, stand on the beat. Can't come through if you don't pay my fee. All I see, all the people promising me. Dragging tails of the week. Ever since I hit this scene, I ain't the same. So much money in me, jeans, up in New Jersey. Got a bad chick on my team. She ain't just around for the change. Shawty only in the mirror. No care for the industry. Shawty never in the streets. There's no plot, no scheme. You hate yourself, I see. If you ever hate on me, you see to get dope. My back gon' show up in lows. Champagne for the coolest and toast. I do this all around the world. Now they think I'm in the boat. show up, it's a show. I do this all around the world. Yeah. I be going up, made it through the rough. It was never love. I be moving like a superhero. I just doubled up. I get so much love, so much love, so much love. I be feeling like a superhero. Never been zero. I be zoning. If you a hater, you should check the mirror. I be zoning. I could never see myself come near zoning. I'm so sorry, I just cannot seem to hear you. Zoning. Got a bad chick on my team. She ain't just around for the change. Shorty only in the mirror. No pay for the industry. Shorty in the industry. There's no blood from speculation. You hit yourself, I see. If you ever hate on me, you see to get up. Never go try to lows. Champagne for the cruise and toast. I know this all around the world.
Stevie J, what it do, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna call you soon. I'm gonna call you soon as I'm done.
There's a lot going on. Like, I'm having fun over here texting, listening to their show. I'm not fun at this.
Screens are backwards. So when he looks this way, he looking at it.
That was King Bay with All Around the World
You did.
featuring Naj. Man, let me tell you, man, that almost sound like a little Timberland in there, man, a little bit.
Come on, man. My live got interrupted. I had a phone call. I'm sorry, y'all.
Tell them who that was on the phone, man.
Stevie J just FaceTime me.
Facts. Man, the dude really out here doing this thing, and it's not to sit here and brag or boast about, but to let you guys know that we really up now. Las Vegas is up now, not next, not later. And if it's happening to him, it can happen to you just by applying yourself. We believe in making things happen. We believe that anything is possible. Just try hard. The miraculous could happen, man. As long as you got breath in your body and you wake up every day, you have another chance of achieving your goals. The person that sleeps on their dreams is the person that's going to get a dream. You got to really apply yourself at the end of the day. My brother, man, Jody played the drums.
That's
you know
my
my brother Jody.
That's my boy.
You know, by him, man, he was like four years old, always pulling out the pots and, you know, beating on them. Next thing you know, he had me doing it. And then, you know, we got into the drill team, start beating on the drums. And I always would just remember that snare, that rat to that tat, you know what I'm saying, no matter what. I started stepping in high school. I became in the usher board, choir. All of this comes back to choreography. All of this, when I go back and play back on how God replayed my life, all that stuff happened for a reason.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? I was the president of Toastmaster Speech Club my senior year. I went to convalescent homes and things like that. And all of this happened to help me not be afraid to talk in front of people in the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was a purpose. I knew that I have a purpose in life. And it's a lot of people that we all have a purpose. The thing is for you to tap into yourself and find out what your purpose is. If you got to sit alone. I know it's a lot of weed smokers. And a lot of times, my mom used to always tell me, don't get high with everybody. And it makes so much sense now. Because people be on different shit when you get high. You know what I'm saying? So be careful who you smoking with around days. You know what I'm saying? Because people smoke and next thing you know, they on that bullshit. And, you know, it's so much more to the game that it's distorted. Can you speak on how the game has changed so much to how it is now, especially when it comes to the Vegas music scene, from like Stacy G, Fruitman, the Murderers Clique, all those guys back in the day?
That shit applies to not only the Vegas scene, just period. In my aspect, it's the internet, man. You know, the internet allowed niggas that's fans to be artists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
It allowed so much fabricated bullshit to enter the industry. Like, you really don't have to be dope no more. You feel me? Like back in the day, nigga, if you wasn't dope, nigga, you ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, shit, you don't have to be dope. All you gotta have is all of your homeboys play your music a whole lot of times, and you get a whole bunch of views, and then, you know, you got a popping song, and you own.
Facts.
And that's whack, my nigga.
And you know what's so crazy? You just gave up so much game to a struggling artist. Get your homeboys to play your music. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
Have it on repeat. Have them while they sleeping at night. You know what I'm saying? Have your song on repeat on Spotify and YouTube. Man, if you really support a friend, a family member, man. That's what you gotta do at the end of the day.
But that's what it be. That's what it is. Support them in the right way though. Like, if you know that shit whack, tell them that shit whack.
Straight
up. Don't just not listen to it.
Right.
Because the reason you're not listening to that shit in real life is because that shit is whack. You feel me? So just don't ignore a motherfucker.
Right.
Or make it weird. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them, man. You got to keep it real.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, one thing about me, everybody know me, nigga. I'm cutthroat, straight to the point.
Yeah.
If that shit ain't it, that shit ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you gotta respect a person like that. A
You
lot
got
of
to.
people don't. They that's crazy how people can't. So many people can dish it, but they can't take it, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Life in itself. Let's hear about like some of your dark days, some of the days when you think you wasn't gonna make it, man. Give me a story like when you felt like you wasn't gonna make it.
Man, shit, man. Like I said, I grew up in the Gerson, so
Yeah.
that's a story in itself.
Right.
And then, you know, along the road, shit, I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost a son. Man, I had a lot of dark days.
Hold on. So you mean the mom and dad that you was playing the drums for?
Yep.
Wow.
Listen, I was on tour when my mom died. I had a 2-week break from tour.
Who was you on tour with?
Faith Evans.
Okay.
And like 2 weeks, like a week before my 2-week break, my mom had hit me, and she was like, you know, she wanted to see me, all of the shit. She was like, "You been gone? I know you busy, yada yada yada." And this is when I was like kind of transitioning into moving to LA. You know what I'm saying? So I was spending a lot of time in LA, and I wasn't in the city. So I came back. I spent. I remember I went and spent a night at her house. I slept on her floor next to her bed, like we was chilling. Whole shit, like had a whole long talk. Talked about shit that needed to be talked about. You know, that was all misunderstandings and shit like that. As me just growing up being an asshole and shit like that. And she ended up going to the hospital. I think like a week after that, she went to the hospital, and I ended up coming back from the road. I had hit one of my homeboys to go sub for me for like a week on the tour. I came back and I spent that week at home with her. Long story short, the from her funeral, like I didn't even go to like the wake and shit like that. I went and got on the plane and went right on tour. I went right back. I flew to Oakland, like literally right after my mom's funeral.
Straight
Like
up.
I took the suit off that I had at my mom's funeral and backstage and shit on tour.
Straight up, huh?
Yeah, so
Had to keep it.
I done had
going.
some dark shit happen, man. And the thing is, man, I didn't let that shit bring me down. You feel me?
Facts.
Like when my mom passed, ironically, a lot of shit turned around. I had just got my first record deal right before she passed. But then when she passed, it was a whole bunch of shit happened. Like it was my first time doing the BET Awards. Like a month after she passed, I had did a record with Justin Bieber. Like it was just a whole bunch of shit that just started happening. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
crazy. I watched Young Dolph, his what you call that documentary, and almost the same thing when his grandma died. He said his whole career took off.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan.
Yep.
You
It's a
know,
lot of people. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
So
people,
you,
man.
it's,
Ironically,
you
yeah.
find that kind of,
Yeah.
that is kind of crazy. With your story, I think people fail to realize that you're still human, bro.
Absolutely.
They don't think that you're human.
Absolutely.
They just think, you know, like you're a cartoon character.
I say that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like, people don't think I'm a person or some shit like
Yeah.
that. Like,
If
you
I
know,
pinch you, gonna feel it though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do. I'm bad on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, I'm better now,
Uh-huh.
but I used to be horrible on Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
I argue with niggas. Niggas say my name. I'm tripping on the post. Yada yada yada. I just got into my first incident on Facebook like a couple weeks ago, and like
Yeah.
a year type shit. So that was good for me. You feel me? But like, yeah, man. I just you know.
So you grown.
I've grown. Yeah, I've grown a lot, man. I've matured a lot. You know, a lot of shit. It comes with like the success, man. Like, and then it's like the people that I looked up to growing up. Like I was younger, listening to Jay-Z when niggas was listening to the Boosies and like not
Right.
shitting on Boosie and no shit like
No, I
that.
feel
But
you.
like the difference. You feel me? Jay-Z was preaching a different message. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I didn't heard shit. I got sued by. I ain't gonna say no names. I mean, I had to sue an artist out here for some bread, and they went on social media. It was like I was homeless and he broke. He needed to buy some. I need to buy some weed and like all this shit, right? And it's like, nigga, I could have went and pulled my bank statement and just, you know, tripped out and shit like that. But that's the little Boosie mentality. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole mentality. I just be like, I play it to the left, and I just post 4 or 5 records that I just produced and shit like that.
Right.
Even if I was fucked over,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Which God, thank God that I'm not in a bad situation. But even if I was fucked over, like the shit that I'm doing, my nigga, like it's damn near impossible.
Right.
You feel me?
No,
It's
facts.
impossible. You feel
created your own lane, bro.
me? It's impossible. So.
And the simple fact that you created your own lane and
exactly.
you still came back and you fucking with people, that's a blessing in itself. I mean, I'ma say it. I used to always say it, like when it came to Neo, 702, certain artists, you know, when they got on, they didn't come back. To me, they didn't come back. You know what I'm saying? Like to where, like right here, like
Let me tell you what's crazy. What you just speaking at. I'm working with an artist right now, signed to Sony, and me and Neo. I just produced a record that Neo just wrote, so we just ended up in the studio in Cali together, like a week or 2 ago.
Was that your first time ever working with him?
First time working with him, first time anything, and I had to tell him like, and we had a conversation. Niggas like, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm from Vegas too. Niggas like, nah, you're not from Vegas. I'm like, nah, I'm from Vegas.
He's from
Like,
Vegas.
Like, I'm from Vegas. So a nigga asking me questions. I'm like, man, listen, I can run you down, bro. Like, nigga, you went to Vegas, you went to Rancho, da. Like,
Right.
He started asking me questions. I'm like, man, listen, Hamburger Hut. Like I'm going down the line, nigga.
Right.
Like everything, nigga. I know everything. You can't tell me nothing about Vegas that I don't know.
Right.
By the end of the conversation, that nigga was like, nigga, this really a Vegas? Like he was like, I never ran into in the industry of Vegas like a real nigga from Vegas.
Right.
And, like this is the first time, but that shit was kind of dope. But I always let niggas know that what we're saying right now, like nigga, you didn't come back to the city, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, same shit happened with Franny. When I first met Franny,
Yeah.
Franny was like, when I first got my first deal, Franny kind of helped me get my first deal.
Okay.
When I first got my first deal, I had did all of these records with Jazz Laser, and Franny came in the studio, and we playing all these records. He's like, man, where the fuck did you come from? Like, I'm like, nigga, I'm from Vegas. I'm right here in the city, right where you at. I'm like, if you open up your DMs, my nigga, like you'll see that I done DM'd you trying to get to you,
Right.
all of the shit. And he explained something valuable to me too that I still use to this day because I get the shit now. He was like, bro, like I get 1,000 emails, 1,000 inboxes a day from play my music, this, He was like, out of 1,000 of those people, 990 of them are whack.
Right.
I don't have time in my day to sit there and find the 10 people out of 1,000 that's dope. So what I do is I just choose to not open the fucking shit, period. You feel me? Instead of me being an asshole and you seeing your shit on read or seen, you feel me? Like I just don't open my DMs like that. So you probably did DM me and I just didn't get to it. You feel me? And it made sense. It make more sense now because now I go through that shit. I get DMs from niggas, oh man, I'm trying to work with you. And I hate that phrase, work with you. Let's work. Like, that means you trying to get some free shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you ain't lying.
So I hate that shit. But and then a nigga go look at or go listen to some shit and that shit be like trash, bro. Like, and it's like, what do you want me to do? You know? So it's the same shit with me now.
Man, so you got Teddy Crooklyn on the album. Who else you got on this album, man?
Teddy Crooklyn, Taylor Weeds, of course, who's like I said, that's the artist that I signed. I have.
You signed Taylor Weeds?
Yeah, Taylor Weeds is signed. I got a production
dope.
label called Culture House, and I signed Weeds. Who else on the album? Jazz Laser. That's the he changed his name from Jazz Laser due to legal issues. He got a new deal and he dropped the E out the laser out of Laser and he dropped the Jazz, so he just go by Laser now.
Okay.
But Jazz, Teddy Crooklyn, Weeds, who else on the album? Fats.
Facts.
Interstate Fats, that's my brother. Naj. Oh, and my brother got an artist named King Dreams.
Most of these are Vegas artists?
Yeah, all of them except for 2.
Okay.
everybody's except for two. I had a I had a fucking not an incident, but I just some shit happened. I had on one of my projects I had fucking Tip, 2 Chainz, French Montana, Molly, Problem. I had a bunch of niggas on my album, and what happened was, a couple of those niggas wanted those songs that we did after I dropped it, and it was like I kind of lost out because I put them on my project, and I don't even shoot my projects out to be no artist or no shit like that.
Got you.
I just got fans that like my music. I shoot
Right.
them, I do it for the fans.
So almost like a DJ Khaled type of thing.
Exactly.
Got
So
you.
what ended up happening is I ended up losing because Tip wanted the record that I had released on the project, but he couldn't do nothing with it because I released it. If I would have let Tip release it, you feel me?
It would have been on a
So
bigger
now,
platform.
exactly. So now I try to, even with my platform being a little bigger than a lot of artists, I try to open up the door and let artists, you know what I'm saying, do their shit. Like, oh yeah, my nigga East Guy Sally too. I can't forget him. He a young nigga from the east side of Vegas.
Okay.
I knew nothing about him or nothing. I met him one day. He came to my studio with somebody and he played me some music, and then I'm like, damn.
Blown away.
I was like, this little nigga in Vegas, like, you know what I'm saying? But he got his own lane, you
Okay.
feel me? So he do what he do. So he on my intro. But it's just shit like that. I try to find untapped shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, like,
Gotcha.
we all in the city, we know who really doing shit, you
No,
know what I'm saying?
facts.
So I try to find, the untapped shit.
Man, big up to King Vay, man. We gonna play this last song. This is Jeep featuring Teddy Crooklyn and Taylor Weeds, man.
That's the hottest song. That's the hottest song on the project right now.
Y'all
Fucking
run
Count
this
Me
up,
Out.
man. You heard it first on Hot 702.5 FM.
Yeah.
This shit belongs on the radio, bro. It's supposed to be on the radio.
Yeah.
No, facts, it is. Shouts out to Teddy Crooklyn, man.
5 minutes.
Hey.
It's that new King Vay, man. Jeep featuring Taylor Weeds and Teddy Crooklyn, man. Y'all go run that up, man. Y'all go show some support, run that up, man.
Run it up.
Remind me of my Jeep. Teddy make me want to sing. Teddy make me want to sing. Yeah, buddy. Man, the Jeep, the Vegas version, man, straight up.
Ain't nobody
Man.
kill me for doing that either, man.
No, man, that's
twist off of R. Kelly.
no on top, no. But at the end of the day, though, it's like bro, you hearing it on the radio on how these people are remaking these songs. You know what I'm saying? They're really remaking songs and bringing them back. And you know, for you to do something like that, that's classic to me, and it belongs on the radio. I think you really got the ear for the sound. Like certain songs that sound like it's supposed to be on the radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got Jeep in rotation. We got Count Me Out in rotation, man. You guys have been tuning in to Up Now Radio. Catch us this Wednesday on Striving Artist Radio at 12 p.m. The lunch hour will never be the same, man. We are up now, not next, not later, but right motherfucking now, man. Tap in, King Vay. Peace.
Indeed.